Long time no see.
I know. And how are you feeling? You ready for this?
I am ready.
Good deal. Do we have anyone in the waiting room?
Yeah, there's 5 so far.
Okay, good.
So,
All right. It's always easier when there's actually people on the call and not just recording for the airways.
yeah.
All right.
You ready? Want to
Yeah,
wait
you
till?
can go ahead and let them in.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We will get started here shortly. Jennifer, where are you today? That's not your normal location, is it?
Actually, it is. I just have flipped my desk around. So I am redoing my office and it's there. You inspired me, Christy.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Well, I look forward to seeing the finished product sometime.
Like, you know what? This has been my husband's office long enough. We're going to make it.
I love that. Well, we have Danielle on the call and Sunshine. So, Tane, do you want to go ahead and press record? And then if anybody else joins us along the way, we will let them in, but we will go ahead and get started so we have plenty of time for questions.
Yes.
Tane, would you mind sharing the PowerPoint?
Yes. You see my screen?
Yes. There we go. There it is. Thank you so much. So I am Christy Jones. I am the programs manager at IAAP. We are going to spend some time today getting ready for our upcoming time at Aspire. I'm going to walk through some slides about what to expect and the planning. And we're definitely going to leave some time to talk a little bit or answer any questions that you might have. So that's a little overview about what we are going to do today. You want to go ahead and hit next, please, Tane?
Yeah.
Awesome. So first up is introductions. Our facilitator for Aspire is on this call, Danielle Adams-Wiltshire. I will toss it to her here in just a little bit, but she will be on site and she will be guiding you through all the learning and like messaging education that we plan to do on site. We will also be having 2 Admin Visionaries as part of this experience. Jennifer Saunders, who was an Aspire grad from a couple of years ago, and then Sunshine Wayne, who attended Aspire last year when we were in South Carolina. So they are both on the call, and they will be on site with us at Aspire, and then Sunshine will also be the facilitator for our online virtual folks who will not be joining us in person. IAAP staff that are part of this experience are myself and then Tane Leggett, who is our fantastic programs assistant. We will both be in person and available to help facilitate any of the IAAP needs for this event. Next, thank you. So a little bit about our schedule. For in-person attendees, the arrival day is scheduled for Sunday, September 7th. Most people are going to travel in that day. There will be a meet and greet reception for in-person attendees only from 5:15 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. The Know Before You Go that we shared will have like the room location for this. Prior to Aspire kicking off, there is an IAAP Foundation and Association board meeting. So this meet and greet reception is going to be not only Aspire in-person attendees, but also both boards for the association. So that will be pretty exciting. Leading up to the reception from 3 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. will be registration, where you can just come by and get your badge. There isn't really a whole lot to register. We want to just make sure everyone arrived in time and you can come see the space that we'll be spending our time in. Monday will be a full day with breaks. We will kick off Aspire at 8:30 in the morning for both in-person and virtual attendees, and we will go all day. I believe we're scheduled to wrap about 4:30 that day. Same for Tuesday, September 9th. It will be full day. We will start at 8:30 in the morning. That is West Coast time, so Pacific time. So if you are someone joining from, say, I'm in Kansas City, that would be 10:30 a.m. And then Wednesday's the final day. Pacific time, we will start at 8:30 and we'll wrap at 12:30. Next slide, thank you. How to prepare. So in the Know Before You Go, you should have seen a self-assessment to help you identify your key areas of focus. We have some reflection questions. It's helpful that you look through those, maybe not today to work on those, but a day or two before you're on site to just get your mind ready for how you can best, be prepared for what to expect on site. I don't feel like that was very clear, but that will help you get your mind ready for what we're going to experience. We will also have a pre-coaching guide that we will share. Coaching is going to be embedded through this experience for both the in-person and virtual attendees. And so this guide will help you be prepared for those moments. And a link to all of these documents are available in the Know Before You Go that we shared. I'm also excited to share that you are able to connect with attendees before we are on site. So in the Know Before You Go, I shared a little bit about GroupMe. This is an informal way to connect. So if you are wanting to share your flight information and want to ride share to the hotel, or you're wanting to make dinner plans, anything like that, we can connect informally with GroupMe. One person already joined this morning, so that was very exciting. And so feel free, if you have time between now and when we're on site, to join that group. And it's a great way to kind of connect before we're there. All right, let's see. On-site details. We talked a little bit about coaching already, but it is going to be embedded within the days. And so the coaches will rotate through 20-minute groups for one-on-one coaching sessions. So more to come on that. I think Danielle might explain it a little better than I will. But everyone will have a chance for personalized coaching on site. And then you're welcome to connect with Danielle post-event to work on follow-up coaching if you are interested. All handouts for Aspire, you will receive those by September 5th. That way you can download and print if necessary before we all travel. And if you are needing any special accommodations, we really want you to have a great experience and we want you to be able to fully participate. So if there is something that you need that will help you be successful, reach out to us as soon as you can and we will try our best to make it work because we want you to have a great experience on site. Thank you, Tainan. We do have some post-Aspire things. So this event is really unique because there's, pre-work, there's the experience, and then we do have some post-event details. One of which is a couple of months after the event, we do a post-event call where everyone can gather and really talk about what they've experienced since they had been at Aspire. We'll also be sharing a feedback journal that will partner with some of the discussions we have on site, but you can kind of work to have difficult conversations and things like that using this journal. And we will also share post-event reflection questions to gear you up for that return call a couple months post-event. A little bit about logistics, meals. So for people who are attending in person, breakfast will be provided Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that is going to be the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Also for in-person attendees, lunch will be provided on Monday and Tuesday. So that is the 8th and the 9th. And then for all other meals, you're welcome to make a reservation wherever. The hotel has a great restaurant called the Grant Grill Lounge, but there's also a lot of other restaurants nearby in an area called the Gaslamp Quarter. So that's a little bit about what to expect for meals. And then for our virtual attendees, you will be receiving a gift card via email. That way you can order yourself some lunch on those days and still participate in kind of some specialized meals, even if you aren't with us on site. On-site badges, we will have badges with your names that you'll be able to come pick up at registration. The location for this, I don't really know how to pronounce this, but the VOAC Ballroom Foyer, that ballroom is where our sessions will take place, but that foyer is where registration will be. So you'll be able to pick up your badge that you'll use for the whole event. And then after you've picked up your badge, you can head to the meet and greet, and that is for in-person attendees. And so that's my last slide. I know I went through it pretty quickly, but I wanted to make sure we had time for questions. But before we get to that, I would love to toss it to Danielle to add any information that you want to share about what our attendees can expect on site.
Thank you so much, Christy. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad that so many of you are joining us for this sort of kickoff, because a lot of what we're doing is sort of creating a little mini community within our community. And these connection calls are not just conducive to your experience, but it's also so that you are building that community together with us for our experience together. So when we have that follow-up call, it's going to make a lot more sense, right? Because right now we're kind of coming in as strangers, but we'll be leaving as friends. So I want you to keep that in mind, that there really is a true intent to bringing us all together here in this space so that we can sort of begin that process. And I'll tell you, I am super excited about this event. I look forward to this, and I have lovingly created a lot of the materials and the content that you'll be indulging in. And I am also a Libra, so I'm like, more. I want more. I always want more. Okay, so I will invite you to do the same. I'm going to ask you to share in the chat what's something that you are hoping to walk away from Aspire with. Just take a moment and just like share in the chat what's, one or two things that you're really hoping to take away from this experience. Now, that's so that it's already probably baked in. And if it's not, I can add it. I still have time. All right, awesome. Christy, hey, Christy, good to see you. Inspiration. And all right, I'll let you think about it. Motivation. Thank you, Sherry. Let's see what else. See, look, I'm already getting you to actively engage. So get ready. This is what we'll be doing. Awesome. Thank you, Bhavnita. Professional network of EAs that you can lean on and learn from. Absolutely practical ways to partner. Leadership skills, self-growth, learning. Awesome. Leadership skills. Collaboration. Oh, renewed motivation in bold. I love it, Jackie. Thank you. Love it. Okay. So then, fantastic. All right. So far, there isn't anything that is in this list that's not already baked in, right? I'm going to continue to ask you this question, what do you want? What do you want to take away from it? Let me talk really briefly also, if it's okay, Christy, about the coaching.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, thank you, Ellie. That's a good one. Managing stress. We're talking about that. About the coaching. So I am really excited, and I am a certified professional coach. So coaching is my passion. It is the way that I commune, and is the way that I deliver service to people in this world. So I want you to know that the coaching opportunities are twofold. They will be primarily coaching in the moment, group coaching opportunities. So you're going to be encouraged to sit with people you don't know, right? So that you can talk freely and so that you can share openly, but also so that you can connect with your peers and get the opportunity to really learn from them and from their experiences and find out what you might be able to leverage from them. So those group coaching experiences will be sprinkled throughout the days that we're together. And for your individual or one-on-one coaching opportunities, what I have decided to do this year, just to make the best use of everyone's time, is I'm going to open my calendar to all of you and offer all of you, not just people who are here online, at this time, but everyone will have an opportunity to access my calendar and schedule a 30-minute one-on-one conversation with me. Okay. So this way you'll have time to kind of like let it all sink in. And then I'll encourage you each day to access my calendar and go ahead and schedule yourself a 30-minute session. It's something that I offer anyway. So you're welcome to do that. And I'm going to open this up to this community as well, so that you have that one-on-one time in case you're like me and you are a perpetual introvert and talking in groups is just not your jam. Okay. So everyone will have an opportunity to be met where they are.
Awesome. Thank you, Danielle. Well, I kind of don't want to put them on the spot, but Jennifer Sunshine, is there anything you want to share before I open the floor to questions? Oh, Sunshine does, yes.
Yeah, I wanted to. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I just wanted to tell everybody, Danielle just opened up her calendar. Everybody take advantage. I did last year. I didn't know what to expect, but it was awesome. It was needed in the season I was in. So y'all get on that calendar. You won't regret it. I promise.
Thank you, Sunshine. All right.
I'll just piggyback really quickly on what she said as far as taking advantage. Take advantage of the whole time that you're there. Like, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So I know it's hard for us as support professionals to kind of cut off work and personal and be there and be really plugged in, but you will get more out of it if you do that.
That's a really good point, Jennifer. All right. Well, I would love to turn it over to the people who are going to be joining us. Who has questions or any comments about what to expect or anything like that? You can come off mute or you can put it in the chat.
We do have one question in the chat about the survey that you spoke about at the beginning, and then also group me instructions how to join.
Oh, great question. So all of that is located in the Know Before You Go. That should have been emailed, I think, earlier today, possibly. That is going to have a link to all those documents, the survey, the group me to join for conversation, and it has the full schedule, kind of all broken out. And for those who are joining us virtually for Aspire, it will also have the Zoom links for how to join each of the days, and we kind of segment it out like morning and afternoon. So it has everything for everyone there. What size group? I see that in the chat. We are going to be expecting about 40 people in person and about 15 to 20 virtual. So that's actually a really great group size. If you've been to any of our other events like Summit, this is very, very different. It is meant to be a really personalized experience. So 40 is actually a really good group size. You're going to get to know everybody there.
We have a question about hotel.
Awesome. I see that. So if you need to add a room night for the night of September 9th, you'll need to just contact the hotel directly. We don't make hotel room reservations. And so if you reach out to the hotel, let them know, they should be able to accommodate that. Last I heard, based on our rooming, that they were not booked up. I don't think this is a very large hotel, but yeah, please contact the hotel for that. What else?
On the walls,
Anybody have any questions? Did we answer all your questions? Oh, I see the question in the chat about speed coaching. That is something that we are going to do on site and post event. So yes. The hotel said to contact the group coordinator. Elena, can we connect after this call about that via email? I may need to reach out to them to allow you to make a room, even though you'll make your own reservation. So yeah. Let's connect off this call. Any other questions?
Oh, there is going to be at least some event going on Monday and Tuesday. So after all the sessions, you'll be able to have a good night out.
Nice. I do see a question in the chat about print materials. So we actually don't print any materials. You'll have access to them. Okay, it sounds like you got that. You'll have access to all the materials, and if you choose to print them, you can, or you can just keep them digital on your laptops. But you will receive everything that you will need beforehand by the 5th.
Can I just strongly encourage doing the pre-work again? Those thoughtful questions and the reflections in advance in the handout that you already received, in the handout that you will receive in the coming week or so, and also the coaching. That speed coaching handout is just a great way to sort of prime your mind for the experience that you're going to have coming up. Okay. So please, just even if it's 10, 15 minutes to look at it, definitely do indulge in it. It's been created to support your experience and your learning.
I do see more questions in the chat. So we have not shared the coaching handout yet. That is still to come. So you will receive that shortly. And then I do see a great question in there about transitioning from an admin role to a management position. I don't know that we have any specific topic on that, but I think everything that we talk about will set the stage for you to be able to weave that in if that's a goal that you are achieving. Danielle, would you agree with that?
100%. So the name alone, Aspire, is also to help to inspire, right? So that level of growth is definitely baked into the content. And you also will have the support of Jennifer, Sunshine, and myself in room to bridge the gaps in anything that you feel like you're not hearing or not hearing enough of. So there's definitely going to be something that we touch on regarding that, and then there might be room for more. So please keep those questions coming, Ellie, because if you don't see or hear something in the first day, then we can let you know if you're going to hear more of it or more of what you need, but we can fill in those gaps for you.
Great question. So I do see another question about the coaching. We will not be doing coaching Wednesday afternoon. We did that last year. We kind of switched it up in the last few weeks. So all the coaching, the speed coaching, will occur during the sessions on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. And then you are able to secure spots to meet with Danielle post-event as well. So you're still getting the same opportunity for coaching. It just won't be Wednesday afternoon. So I hope that cleared it up a little bit for you. And I also see another person has a conflict on Wednesday. If you are an in-person attendee and you do need to join virtually, that is okay. Will you just remind us when we're on site so we aren't looking for you and worried about you when we don't see you in the space? What exactly is speed coaching? What a great question.
You want me to take that one?
Allow me.
Yes. I mean, speed coaching is just what it sounds like. It's basically a bite-sized coaching session. So normally when I work with clients, those sessions might be 30 minutes long, 50 minutes long, an hour long. So speed coaching, especially in a group setting, right? In a group setting is going to be a little more succinct and a little more focused. So it's going to be 20 minutes, right? It's going to be 20-minute sessions more likely. And It's so that you can be asked some of those questions that you would be asked during a regular coaching session. It just won't have the gift of as much time. So that's why that handout, the speed coaching handout, is really helpful to really help you hone in on what it is you want to take away from those times together. Now, mind you, we're not only having one little speed coaching session of 20 minutes, you're going to have multiple, probably about 3 per day with your groups, right? So this will give you some opportunity to also listen to how other people are shaping or framing their coaching session, and you get to witness it. So it's kind of like fishbowl coaching a little bit. The other thing to know about speed coaching is that those 20-minute segments also mimic executive sessions, right? So a lot of executives, people who work in the C-suite, they tend to do much shorter coaching sessions. So look at you practicing being all leaderly and executive-like, right? You're going to have those 20-minute sessions, and that's just about 5 minutes shy of what other people might typically request. And you'll be doing it in a group setting. How big will the groups be? I see that question, and I will address that quickly, Jackie. The groups will be about, I think that we said tables of 6. So you'll have about 6 people in a group, which means we can be really judicious with the time. And by the way, if you're going to be joining us virtually, that does not discount you. That does not exclude you. We're all going to be taking the opportunity to join you online as well so that we can have those conversations. So this is an inclusive conversation. It's inclusive of everyone.
Thank you. I love that, Danielle. Well, I am excited. As we are on this call, I'm getting notifications for people who are joining GroupMe. So thank you. Keep doing that. We can start the conversation early before we are on site. So that is very exciting. Does anyone else have anything they want to share while we are together today? I know I am very excited to head to San Diego. I am in Kansas City currently, and it is the most beautiful day, but I think San Diego might beat it when I get out there. So I am excited to head that direction. Oh, great question in the chat that I just saw about what each session consists of, topics or agendas, or is it just one continuous flow? So Danielle creates this absolutely beautiful playbook that has kind of all of the topics that we have a goal to get to. However, these sessions each day really are built on the conversation that is happening. And so the playbook is a guide, and some days you might get to everything you thought. Some days you might get to 1 or 2 topics and you catch it up the next day. It's kind of free flowing. So yes, you will receive a guide by September 5th, but it is not like a rigid agenda. Would you agree with that, Danielle?
Yes. So there is absolutely a preset agenda that we'll start each day with. And then under those sort of headline topics, if you will, based on our conversation, I might throw in something else so that, everyone gets what they've requested and what you need. So I am always managing the time, and I am very, very free with sharing a lot of the content that I have created, whether it's for Aspire or for other organizations. So sometimes there'll be opportunities for that in our time together where I can just kind of bake it in and throw it in there. And you will have a full layout in your playbook of everything so that you will have most of the spaces that you need to do any of the work that we'll be doing in room already in your handout, and also any of the information that you really want to take away. And this is so that you can be present. I conduct a lot of conferences, and I facilitate a lot. And basically, I see people not listening to the words that are coming out of each other's mouths, and they're taking pictures of the screen instead. And I'm like, you're not going to look at that picture on the screen. You're not going to go back and look at that picture. Right? So the invitation is for you to be as present as possible, right? It's really for you to be present in the moment, and we will co-create that space. And then I saw a question in the chat about where you can find the link to my calendar. You'll get it, just not yet. Right? You'll get it. I will make sure that I begin sharing it with you once we arrive the first day. So when we start on the first day, I will. No, you're not too eager. I love it. That's a great question. Yes. I mean, if you looked at my calendar right now today, you're not going to even find anything available between now and when we get back from Spire. So yes, but I'll make sure that as of that first day, I will open up my calendar to all of you so that you have an opportunity to book your 30.
And I did see a question before that I wanted to address. It's more logistical about like tracking attendance. So when you join the Zoom links for this session, an admin visionary and an IAAP staff member will also be a part of that call throughout the duration of the event. So we kind of can see who's coming and going, and Zoom tracks all of that too. So we are tracking attendance. Now we aren't like back here like, oh my gosh, they left for 5 minutes, oh no, it's, you're grown up and maybe you needed a break or something. That's totally fine. But if you are missing, we will want to know where you are. And so we might try to be like, hey, what happened? Are you okay? If you don't show up, but yeah, even for virtual attendees, we are online with you. So we'll be able to see who's there and not there. I hope that helped. Oh, well, we cannot wait to see you on site. Enjoy your next call. Any other questions or things anyone wants to share? We didn't really talk about dress code. That usually does come up, and I will just throw out there. My number one thing is I want people to be comfortable. We do kind of say business casual, business attire. We used to say whatever you'd wear to the office, but now not everyone goes to the office every day. Number one, the conference spaces can be chilly, so I would certainly suggest layers. Feel free to wear slacks, a dress, jeans and a blazer, whatever makes you feel comfortable to be in that space would be my number one thing. Please don't come in your pajamas. We probably won't turn you away, but, be comfortable. Business casual is usually what we suggest. Tanae, did we cover? Oh, my Zoom is telling me I missed something, but I'm not sure if that's true.
The PowerPoint or?
Oh, any questions in the chat?
Oh, no, everything's.
Okay, we're all caught up. Good deal.
Yes, we did see the question about the link for Danielle's meeting, and she'll share that on site. Or her calendar.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm right there with you, Tony. Anything else from anybody? All right. Well, reach out if you have any questions, especially after you've taken some time to review the Know Before You Go. Feel free to join me and some of the others on GroupMe between now and when we are on site September 7th. I'm super excited to meet all of you if I haven't met you before. And I think this is just going to be a really great experience for everyone, including me, and I'm not even an attendee. So certainly looking forward to it. I hope you all have a lovely day, and reach out if you need anything. Otherwise, I'll see you September 7th or 8th. Have a great day, everybody.
See you in San Diego or virtually.
Yeah.